But Bobby oh my God!
Get ready to step into the ring with the titans of the wrestling world. In this captivating video, we'll explore the top 15 heaviest WWE wrestlers of all time, delving into their incredible careers, unique personalities, and the impact they've had on the sport. Brace yourself for a wild ride. Number 1. Yokozuna. Born Rodney Agatupu on Hawaii, Yokozuna holds the distinction of being the heaviest wrestler in WWE history, weighing in at an astonishing 240.5 kilograms, 530 pounds, at his peak. Despite his Samoan heritage, Yokozuna was portrayed as a Japanese sumo wrestler, complete with a ceremonial entrance and salt-throwing ritual. Yokozuna's immense size and strength made him a formidable opponent in the ring. He made his WWE debut in 1992 and quickly rose to prominence, winning the Royal Rumble in 1993 and going on to defeat Bret Hart for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 9. His reign as champion was short-lived, however, as he lost the title to Hulk Hogan just minutes later in an impromptu match.
It's not over yet. Ichiban, Mr. Fuji. It's not over until the Macho Man goes over the top.
Throughout his career, Yokozuna engaged in memorable feuds with top stars like The Undertaker, Lex Luger, and Bret Hart. He was known for his devastating finishing move, the Banzai Drop, where he would corner his opponent and then launch his massive frame onto them. Sadly, Yokozuna's weight took a toll on his health. After leaving WWE in 1996, he continued to gain weight, with rumors suggesting he reached between 343 and 345 kilograms, 756 to 760 pounds. He passed away in 2000 at the age of 34 due to a pulmonary edema. Despite his short career, Yokozuna left an indelible mark on the world of professional wrestling. His unique character, impressive size, and in-ring abilities made him a fan favorite and a true icon of the sport. Number 2. Andre the Giant. Andre René Roussimoff, better known by his ring name Andre the Giant, was a French professional wrestler who stood at an incredible 2.24 meters, 7 feet 4 in, tall, and weighed 240 kilograms, 529 pounds at his peak. His immense size was due to a condition called acromegaly, a result of excess growth hormone production. Andre began his wrestling career in the 1960s and quickly gained notoriety for his size and strength. He joined WWE, then known as WWF, in 1973 and became a beloved figure among fans. His most famous rivalry was with Hulk Hogan, which culminated in a historic match at WrestleMania 3 in 1987. The image of Hogan body-slamming Andre in front of a record-breaking crowd of 93,173 fans at the Pontiac Silverdome remains one of the most iconic moments in professional wrestling history. Throughout his career, Andre showcased his incredible strength and agility.
Andre with a chop. Another chop of the... Wow! The third! Woo!
Often performing moves that seemed impossible for a man of his size. He was known for his signature move, the sit-down splash, where he would drop his entire weight onto his opponent. Outside of the ring, Andre gained fame for his role as Fazik in the 1987 film The Princess Bride. His unique appearance and gentle demeanor made him a beloved figure in popular culture. Sadly, Andre's health declined in his later years due to his acromegaly. He passed away in 1993 at the age of 46. In recognition of his contributions to the sport, Andre was posthumously inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 1993, becoming the first inductee ever. Number 3. Big Daddy V. Nelson Frazier. Nelson Frazier, known by his ring name Big Daddy V, was an American professional wrestler who weighed an impressive 221 kilograms, 487 pounds, at his heaviest. Frazier began his wrestling career in the early 1990s and worked for various promotions before joining WWE in 1993. Throughout his time in WWE, Frazier performed under several different gimmicks, including Mabel, Viscera, and Big Daddy V. As Mabel, he won the WWE Tag Team Championship alongside his partner, Mo, as part of the tag team Men on a Mission. Frazier's most notable run came during his time as Big Daddy V in the late 2000s. His imposing size and menacing demeanor made him a formidable opponent in the ring. He engaged in rivalries with top stars like The Undertaker and Kane, showcasing his strength and agility despite his immense weight. Sadly, Frazier's health deteriorated in his later years, with his weight reportedly reaching over 260 kilograms, 573 pounds, at the time of his death in 2014. He passed away due to a heart attack at the age of 43. Big Daddy V's career serves as a reminder of the physical demands and health risks associated with being a heavyweight wrestler. Despite the challenges he faced, Frazier left a lasting impact on the world of professional wrestling, entertaining fans with his unique presence and in-ring abilities. Number 4. Earthquake. John Tenta, better known by his ring name Earthquake, was a Canadian professional wrestler who weighed an astonishing 209 kilograms, 460 pounds, at his heaviest. Tenta began his wrestling career in the late 1980s and joined WWE in 1989. Earthquake's massive size and strength made him a dominant force in the ring. He quickly rose to prominence as a villain, feuding with top stars like Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior. His signature move, the Earthquake Splash, involved him leaping from the second rope and landing on his opponent with his full weight. One of Earthquake's most memorable moments came during his rivalry with Hulk Hogan in 1990. In a segment on WWE's The Brother Love Show, Earthquake attacked Hogan and repeatedly crushed his ribs with his Earthquake Splash. This angle led to a highly anticipated match between the two at SummerSlam 1990, which Hogan won. Throughout his career, Earthquake showcased his impressive agility for a man of his size. He could perform moves like the Earthquake Splash and the Vertical Splash with ease, captivating audiences with his unique combination of size and athleticism. After leaving WWE in the mid-1990s, Tenta continued to wrestle for various promotions before retiring in 2004. He passed away in 2006 at the age of 42 due to bladder cancer. Earthquake's impact on the world of professional wrestling cannot be overstated. He was a true icon of the sport, captivating fans with his immense size and in-ring abilities. His legacy continues to inspire heavyweight wrestlers to this day. Number 5. King Kong Bundy. Christopher Allen Pallies, better known by his ring name King Kong Bundy, was an American professional wrestler who weighed an impressive 205 kilograms, 450 pounds, during his prime. Bundy began his wrestling career in the early 1980s and joined WWE in 1985. Bundy's imposing size and menacing demeanor made him a natural villain in the ring. He quickly became one of the top heels in WWE, feuding with beloved babyfaces like Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. Bundy's signature move was the Avalanche Splash, where he would repeatedly corner his opponent and then slam his massive frame into them. One of Bundy's most famous matches came at WrestleMania 2 in 1986, where he faced Hulk Hogan in a steel cage match for the WWE Championship. The match was a brutal affair, with both men using the unforgiving steel cage to their advantage. In the end, Hogan emerged victorious, but Bundy's performance cemented his status as one of the top villains in the company.
Bundy unleashing now with a heavy artillery on Hillbilly Jim.
Bundy's size and strength made him a formidable opponent for any wrestler. He could absorb tremendous amounts of punishment and dish out even more in return. His matches were often slow-paced affairs, with Bundy using his size to wear down his opponents before finishing them off with his signature moves. After leaving WWE in 1988, Bundy continued to wrestle for various promotions, before retiring in 2007. He made sporadic appearances in WWE over the years, including a surprise appearance at WrestleMania 20 in 1995. Number 6. Uncle Elmer. Stanley Frazier, better known by his ring name Uncle Elmer, was an American professional wrestler who tipped the scales at an impressive 200 kilograms, 441 pounds, during his prime. Frazier began his wrestling career in the 1970s and joined WWE in 1985 as part of the Hillbilly family stable. Uncle Elmer's gimmick was that of a lovable, albeit somewhat dim-witted, hillbilly. He often competed alongside his kayfabe brothers, Hillbilly Jim and Cousin Luke, in six-man tag team matches. Despite his sizable frame, Uncle Elmer was surprisingly agile in the ring, often showcasing his unique brand of country-style wrestling. One of Uncle Elmer's most memorable moments in WWE came in 1985, when he was involved in a storyline where he fell in love with
Butler a little angry that the drop kick bounced off.
and married his fiancée, Joyce Stasko, in a ceremony held in the ring. The wedding was attended by various WWE superstars and was officiated by WWE owner Vince McMahon himself. This angle helped to further endear Uncle Elmer to fans and solidified his status as one of the most beloved big men in the company. Despite his popularity, Uncle Elmer's stint in WWE was relatively short-lived. He left the company in 1986 and continued to wrestle on the independent circuit before retiring in the early 1990s. Number 7. Big Show. Paul Donald White II, better known by his ring name Big Show, is an American professional wrestler who has competed in WWE for over 2 decades. At his peak weight of 198 kilograms, 436 pounds, Big Show is one of the largest and most successful big men in the history of professional wrestling. Big Show began his career in WCW in 1995. Throughout his tenure, Big Show has held the WWE Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, and the ECW World Championship, among other titles. One of Big Show's most impressive feats is his longevity in the sport. Despite his immense size, he has managed to maintain a high level of performance well into his 40s and 50s. His ability to adapt to different eras and styles of wrestling has made him a constant presence in WWE for over 20 years. In the ring, Big Show is known for his devastating chokeslam and knockout punch finishers, and his matches are often filled with jaw-dropping moments of power and athleticism. Number 8. One-Man Gang. George Gray, better known by his ring name One-Man Gang, was an American professional wrestler who weighed an impressive 196 kilograms, 432 pounds, during his time in WWE. Gray began his wrestling career in the late 1970s and worked for various territories before joining WWE in 1987. As One-Man Gang, Gray portrayed a villainous biker character who terrorized his opponents with his massive size and brutal wrestling style. He often competed in squash matches, where he would quickly defeat his opponent to showcase his dominance. One of One-Man Gang's most notable feuds in WWE was with Hulk Hogan. The two men faced off in a series of matches in 1987, with Hogan ultimately coming out on top. Despite the loss, One-Man Gang's performances in these matches helped to establish him as one of the top heels in the company.
The gang is going gradually, he's breaking up piece by piece here.
Look at this, the whole ring is...
In 1988, One-Man Gang underwent a dramatic transformation when he was repackaged as Akeem, the African Dream. Under this new gimmick, Gray donned traditional African garb and adopted a new persona as a jovial, dancing, big man. While the gimmick was somewhat controversial, it did allow Gray to showcase a different side of his personality and in-ring abilities. Number 9. Gorilla Monsoon. Robert James Morella, better known by his ring name Gorilla Monsoon, was an American professional wrestler, announcer, and commentator who weighed an impressive 195 kilograms, 430 pounds, during his prime. Monsoon began his wrestling career in the 1950s and quickly established himself as one of the top big men in the sport. As a wrestler, Monsoon was known for his immense strength and agility. He could perform impressive feats of athleticism despite his size,
What he should have done. No, you can't fall for another month.
including his signature move, the Manchurian Splash. Monsoon's wrestling style was a mix of power and technical skill, and he often used his size to his advantage in matches. Monsoon's most famous match came in 1963 when he faced Bruno Sammartino for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship. The match was a brutal affair, with both men showcasing their incredible endurance and toughness. Although Monsoon ultimately lost the match, his performance earned him the respect of fans and fellow wrestlers alike. Number 10. Vader. Leon Allen White, better known by his ring name Vader, was an American professional wrestler who weighed an impressive 192 kilograms, 423 pounds, during his prime. White began his wrestling career in the 1980s and quickly established himself as one of the most dominant big men in the sport. As Vader, White portrayed a masked villain who terrorized his opponents with his size, strength, and agility. He was known for his stiff, hard-hitting style in the ring, and his matches often featured brutal displays of power and aggression.
And we understand that pretty destructive right now. Another great initiative by Mr. Laurinaitis.
Vader's signature move was the Vader Bomb, a high-flying splash from the top rope that showcased his incredible athleticism. Throughout his career, Vader competed in various promotions around the world, including WWE, WCW, and NJPW. He held numerous championships in these companies, including the WCW World Heavyweight Championship and the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. One of Vader's most memorable feuds came in 1996 when he faced off against Shawn Michaels for the WWE Championship. The two men had a series of highly anticipated matches, with Vader showcasing his raw power and Michaels displaying his technical prowess. Although Vader ultimately came up short in the feud, his performances helped to cement his status as one of the top big men in the industry. Number 11. Giant Gonzalez. Jorge Gonzalez, better known by his ring name Giant Gonzalez, was an Argentine professional wrestler and basketball player who stood at an incredible 2.32 meters, 7 feet 7 in tall, and weighed 190 kilograms, 419 pounds, during his time in WWE. Gonzalez began his wrestling career in the early 1990s and joined WWE in 1993. As Giant Gonzalez, Gonzalez portrayed a monstrous villain who terrorized his opponents with his massive size and strength. He was introduced to WWE audiences at the 1993 Royal Rumble, where he eliminated several top stars before ultimately being eliminated himself by The Undertaker. Gonzalez's most notable feud in WWE came against The Undertaker at WrestleMania 99.
But he's vicious.
The two men faced off in a highly anticipated match, with Gonzalez showcasing his incredible size and power. Despite his best efforts, however, Gonzalez was ultimately defeated by The Undertaker. While Gonzalez's stint in WWE was relatively short-lived, his impact on the company cannot be denied. His unique look and massive size made him a memorable figure in the eyes of fans, and his matches against top stars like The Undertaker helped to establish him as a formidable presence in the ring. After leaving WWE in 1993, Gonzalez continued to wrestle on the independent circuit before retiring from the sport in the late 1990s. He later pursued a career in acting, appearing in films like The Flintstones and The Longest Yard. Number 12. Rikishi. Solifa Fatu Jr., better known by his ring name Rikishi, was an American professional wrestler who weighed an impressive 185 kilograms, 408 pounds, during his prime. Fatu began his wrestling career in the 1980s and worked for various promotions before joining WWE in 1992. As Rikishi, Fatu portrayed a fun-loving, dancing big man who entertained audiences with his unique blend of athleticism and charisma. He was known for his signature move, the stink face, where he would rub his buttocks in his opponent's face as a sign of disrespect.
Not as much as he... Oh my goodness!
Throughout his career in WWE, Rikishi was involved in several notable storylines and feuds. He was a member of the popular Samoan stable, the Head Shrinkers, and later formed a tag team with his cousin, Samu. Rikishi also had memorable feuds with top stars like Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. One of Rikishi's most famous moments came at the 2000 Survivor Series, where he was revealed as the mystery assailant who had run over Stone Cold Steve Austin with a car. This shocking twist led to a heated feud between the two men, with Rikishi ultimately coming out on the losing end. Number 13. Mark Henry. Mark Henry, also known as the world's strongest man, is an American powerlifter, Olympic weightlifter, strongman, and professional wrestler who weighed an impressive 180 kilograms, 397 pounds, during his prime. Henry began his wrestling career in 1996 and has been a prominent figure in WWE for over 2 decades. As a wrestler, Henry was known for his incredible strength and intimidating presence in the ring. He could perform feats of strength that seemed impossible for a man of his size, including pulling 2 tractor trailers with his bare hands. Henry's signature move was the world's strongest slam, a devastating finisher that showcased his raw power. Throughout his career in WWE, Henry was involved in several notable feuds and storylines. He held the World Heavyweight Championship and the ECW Championship, cementing his status as one of the top big men in the company. Henry also had memorable matches against top stars like The Undertaker, Kane, and Big Show. One of Henry's most famous moments came in 2013 when he delivered an emotional retirement speech on Raw.
Any regrets at all about my career? I've been World Heavyweight Champion.
Only to reveal that it was all a ruse to set up a surprise attack on John Cena. This shocking twist led to a heated feud between the two men, with Henry ultimately coming out on the losing end. Despite his intimidating presence in the ring, Henry was also known for his kind heart and charitable work outside of wrestling. He has been involved with various organizations that support underprivileged children and has used his platform to raise awareness for important social issues. In recent years, Henry has transitioned into a backstage role with WWE, working as a producer and mentor for younger talent. His contributions to the company and the sport as a whole have earned him the respect and admiration of fans and fellow wrestlers alike. Number 15. Braun Strowman. Adam Scherr, better known by his ring name Braun Strowman, is an American professional wrestler who currently competes in WWE. Strowman is a former strongman competitor and weighs an impressive 175 kilograms, 385 pounds, making him one of the largest and most imposing figures in the company. Strowman began his wrestling career in 2013 and joined WWE's main roster in 2015 as a member of the Wyatt family stable. He quickly established himself as a dominant force in the ring, showcasing his incredible strength and agility. Strowman's signature move is the running power slam, a devastating finisher that has taken down countless opponents. Throughout his career in WWE, Strowman has been involved in several high-profile feuds and storylines. He has held the Universal Championship, the Intercontinental Championship, and the Raw Tag Team Championship, cementing his status as one of the top stars in the company.
Oh, look at this!
Oh my God, the fact that he got Strowman up! Oh!
Strowman has also had memorable matches against top stars like Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, and Goldberg. One of Strowman's most impressive feats came at the 2017 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, where he single-handedly eliminated 5 other competitors to win the match. This dominant performance helped to establish Strowman as a force to be reckoned with in WWE. Despite his intimidating presence in the ring, Strowman is also known for his charismatic personality and ability to connect with fans. He has a large following on social media and has used his platform to promote various charitable causes.